Your muscles are disappearing. Right now, as you sit there listening to this, you're losing muscle mass. After age 50, you lose 1 to 2% of your muscle mass every single year. That means by the time you're 70, you could have lost up to 40% of the muscle you had in your prime. But here's the shocking part. Most seniors have no idea this is happening until it's almost too late. You might think you're just getting a little weaker, a little more tired, but what's really happening inside your body is far more serious. You're developing what doctors call sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss that affects over 50 million people worldwide. This isn't just about looking less toned in the mirror. Muscle loss is directly linked to falls, fractures, loss of independence, and even early death. The weaker your muscles become, the higher your risk of ending up in a nursing home. The statistics are terrifying. Adults with sarcopenia have a 58% higher risk of death from any cause. Right now, your body is breaking down more muscle protein than it's building. This process started years ago, but it accelerates dramatically after 65. Your legs, which contain your largest muscle groups, are losing strength fastest. That's why climbing stairs feels harder, why getting up from a chair requires more effort, why your balance isn't what it used to be. But what if I told you there's one food that can completely reverse this process? Not a supplement, not a powder, not some expensive superfood from the other side of the world. It's something you can find in any grocery store, something that costs less than your morning coffee, something so powerful that it can trigger muscle growth even in 80-year-olds. The food is eggs. Whole eggs. Not just egg whites, not egg substitutes, but complete, whole eggs. And the science behind why eggs are the ultimate muscle-building food for seniors will absolutely blow your mind. Here's what happens when you eat an egg. Within 30 minutes, your blood is flooded with all 9 essential amino acids in the exact proportions your muscles need to start growing. No other single food on Earth provides this perfect amino acid profile. Not chicken, not fish, not beans, not quinoa. Only eggs. But here's where it gets really interesting. Eggs contain the highest quality protein known to science. Scientists measure protein quality using something called the Protein Digestibility Corrected Amino Acid Score, and eggs score a perfect 100. That means your body can use 100% of the protein in eggs to build muscle. Compare that to plant proteins, which typically score between 50 to 70, meaning up to half of that protein is wasted. The secret weapon in eggs is an amino acid called leucine. Leucine is like a key that unlocks your muscle-building machinery. It activates something called the mTOR pathway, which is essentially your body's muscle construction crew. Without enough leucine, this pathway stays shut down, no matter how much other protein you eat. One large egg contains 500 milligrams of leucine, and research shows you need at least 2.5 grams per meal to trigger maximum muscle growth. That's exactly 5 eggs. Now, I know what you're thinking. 5 eggs. What about cholesterol? What about heart disease? Let me put your mind at ease with the latest research that has completely revolutionized what we know about eggs and health. For decades, we were told to limit eggs because of cholesterol concerns. This advice was based on flawed studies from the 1960s that have since been thoroughly debunked. In 2015, the U.S. Dietary Guidelines finally removed the recommendation to limit cholesterol intake, acknowledging that dietary cholesterol has little impact on blood cholesterol for most people. A massive study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 400,000 people for 14 years and found no association between egg consumption and heart disease or stroke. Another study of over 500,000 people found that eating 1 egg per day was actually associated with an 18% lower risk of heart disease death. But the benefits for seniors go far beyond muscle building. Eggs are packed with choline, a nutrient that's crucial for brain health and memory. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration. They're loaded with vitamin D, which most seniors are deficient in, and vitamin B12, which becomes harder to absorb as we age. The timing of when you eat eggs is crucial for maximizing muscle growth. Research shows that eating protein within 2 hours of exercise triggers the greatest muscle-building response. But even if you don't exercise, spreading your egg consumption throughout the day keeps your muscle-building machinery running at peak efficiency. Here's a study that will change how you think about aging. Researchers took a group of men and women in their 70s and 80s and gave them a high-protein diet with eggs as the primary protein source. After just 12 weeks, These seniors gained an average of 2.3 pounds of pure muscle mass. Their strength increased by 25%. Their walking speed improved significantly. Some participants were able to get up from a chair without using their arms for the first time in years. The control group, who continued their normal lower protein diet, actually lost muscle mass during the same period. This study proved that muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's preventable and even reversible, but only if you give your body the right tools. The difference between seniors who maintain their independence and those who don't often comes down to something called threshold strength. This is the minimum amount of muscle mass and strength you need to perform basic daily activities. Once you fall below this threshold, simple tasks become impossible. You can't lift a gallon of milk. You can't get up from the toilet without help. You can't recover if you start to fall. But here's the encouraging part. You don't need to become a bodybuilder to stay above this threshold. You just need to stop the muscle loss and build back what you've already lost. And eggs are the most efficient way to do that. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: protein requirements for seniors. The current recommended daily allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. This recommendation was set decades ago based on young, healthy adults, and it's woefully inadequate for seniors. New research shows that adults over 65 need at least 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight to maintain muscle mass. For a 150-pound senior, that's between 82 and 109 grams of protein per day. Most seniors are getting less than half of that. If you weigh 150 pounds and eat the recommended 5 eggs per day, you're getting about 30 grams of high-quality protein, plus whatever you get from other sources throughout the day. But protein alone isn't enough. You need the right kind of protein at the right time in the right amounts. This is where eggs shine brighter than any other food. Each egg delivers exactly what your muscles need, when they need it, in a form your body can instantly use. The cooking method matters too. Scrambled, boiled, poached, it doesn't matter for the protein content, but it does matter for absorption. Cooking eggs actually increases protein absorption by making the proteins more digestible. Raw eggs, despite what Rocky Balboa might have you believe, are actually less beneficial because your body can only absorb about 50% of the protein from raw eggs compared to 90% from cooked eggs. There's another crucial factor that most people miss. The fat in egg yolks isn't just okay, it's essential. The fat helps slow down digestion, providing a steady release of amino acids into your bloodstream for hours after eating. This sustained release is exactly what your muscles need for optimal growth and repair. Here's something that might surprise you: the color of the egg yolk matters. Darker, more orange yolks indicate higher levels of nutrients, particularly carotenoids that support eye health and reduce inflammation. Eggs from pasture-raised hens typically have these darker yolks and higher overall nutrient content. The convenience factor of eggs cannot be overstated. They're portable, shelf-stable, cook quickly, and require no special preparation. For seniors dealing with reduced appetite, digestive issues, or cooking challenges, eggs provide maximum nutrition with minimum effort. Let's address another common concern: digestive issues. Some seniors worry that eggs will be hard to digest or cause stomach upset. In reality, eggs are one of the most easily digestible protein sources available. The proteins in eggs are naturally broken down during cooking, making them gentler on the digestive system than many other protein foods. For seniors with swallowing difficulties, eggs can be prepared in ways that make them easier to consume: soft scrambled, in smoothies, or even as egg salad. This versatility makes eggs accessible even for those with eating challenges. The economic aspect is significant too. Eggs provide more high-quality protein per dollar than almost any other food. A dozen eggs costs less than a single serving at most restaurants, yet provides enough protein for several meals. For seniors on fixed incomes, this makes eggs an incredibly cost-effective way to maintain health. Recent research has revealed another fascinating benefit of eggs for seniors: their impact on inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a major contributor to age-related muscle loss and frailty. Eggs contain several compounds that help reduce inflammation, including selenium, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids in pasture-raised varieties. The sarcopenia epidemic is largely invisible because it happens gradually over decades. You don't wake up one day and suddenly can't lift things or walk properly. It's a slow decline that accelerates with each passing year. But once you understand what's happening and take action, the results can be dramatic and fast. Studies show that seniors who increase their protein intake to optimal levels can see improvements in strength and muscle mass within just 4 to 6 weeks. That's faster than most medications work, with zero side effects when done properly. The psychological benefits are just as important as the physical ones. When you feel stronger, when you can do things you couldn't do before, when you're not afraid of falling or needing help with basic tasks, your entire outlook on life changes. Depression rates are significantly higher among seniors with sarcopenia, and improving muscle mass often improves mood and mental health. There's a direct connection between muscle mass and bone health too. Strong muscles put healthy stress on bones, stimulating bone formation and reducing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Eggs provide not just the protein for muscles, but also vitamin D and phosphorus for bone health. The immune system benefits are remarkable as well. Protein is essential for producing antibodies and immune cells. Seniors with adequate protein intake have stronger immune systems and recover faster from illness or injury. The amino acids in eggs are the building blocks for these immune compounds. Sleep quality often improves when seniors optimize their protein intake. The amino acid tryptophan in eggs helps produce serotonin and melatonin, which regulate sleep cycles. Better sleep leads to better recovery, which leads to better muscle growth and overall health. Here's a protocol that can change your life. Eat 2 eggs at breakfast, 2 eggs at lunch, and 1 egg at dinner. This spreads the protein throughout the day, ensuring your muscles have a constant supply of amino acids for growth and repair. Add some vegetables, a piece of fruit, and you have complete, balanced meals that will fuel your body properly. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it happens faster than you might think. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice you have more energy. Within 4 weeks, you'll feel stronger. Within 8 weeks, others will notice the difference. Within 12 weeks, you'll have measurably more muscle mass and strength. The choice is yours. You can continue on the path of gradual muscle loss, accepting weakness and frailty as inevitable parts of aging. Or you can take control, give your body what it needs, and maintain your strength and independence for years to come. There's a window of opportunity here that's closing every day. The earlier you start, the more dramatic your results will be. If you're 65 and just starting to notice some weakness, you can likely regain all the muscle you've lost and then some. If you're 80 and struggling with basic tasks, you can still make remarkable improvements, but it will take longer and require more dedication. The protein synthesis response, your body's ability to build muscle from the protein you eat, doesn't disappear with age, but it does become less efficient. This is called anabolic resistance. Your muscles become resistant to the muscle-building signals from protein. But research shows that higher protein intake, particularly from high-quality sources like eggs, can overcome this resistance. Think about what muscle loss really means in practical terms. When you lose muscle in your legs, you lose the ability to stand up without assistance. When you lose muscle in your arms, you can't lift objects or push yourself up if you fall. When you lose muscle in your core, your balance deteriorates and your risk of fall skyrockets. When you lose muscle in your back, you develop the hunched posture that makes you look frail and elderly. But here's what happens when you rebuild that muscle. Your posture improves, making you look years younger. Your energy levels soar because muscle tissue is metabolically active. It burns calories even at rest, boosting your metabolism. Your blood sugar control improves because muscle tissue is the primary storage site for glucose. Your risk of diabetes, heart disease, and even some cancers decreases significantly. The metabolic benefits of maintaining muscle mass are profound. Every pound of muscle burns about 6 to 7 calories per day just existing. That might not sound like much, but if you've lost 20 pounds of muscle over the years, your metabolism has slowed by 120 to 140 calories per day. That's why many seniors gain weight even when eating the same amount they always have. When you rebuild that muscle, your metabolism revs back up. You start burning more calories, fat starts melting away, and you develop that lean, strong appearance that radiates health and vitality. People will comment that you look younger, more energetic, more alive. The research facility at McMaster University has documented hundreds of transformations in seniors who simply increased their protein intake to optimal levels. The results are predictable when you give your body what it desperately needs. Let's dive deeper into the science of why eggs are so uniquely powerful for seniors. The amino acid profile in eggs matches almost perfectly with human muscle protein. Plant proteins, even when combined, rarely achieve this level of biological value. The leucine content in eggs triggers what scientists call the leucine trigger, a rapid activation of muscle protein synthesis that can last for hours after eating. This is why timing your egg consumption throughout the day creates multiple waves of muscle-building activity. Your muscles are constantly being repaired and rebuilt instead of just breaking down. Beyond leucine, eggs contain all the other essential amino acids your muscles need. Isoleucine and valine work together with leucine in what's called the branched-chain amino acid complex. These three amino acids are particularly important for seniors because they're metabolized directly in muscle tissue rather than the liver, providing immediate fuel for muscle growth and repair. The sulfur-containing amino acids in eggs, methionine and cysteine, are crucial for producing glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. As we age, oxidative stress increases, damaging muscle fibers and accelerating sarcopenia. The antioxidants in eggs help protect your muscles from this damage while providing the raw materials for growth. Here's something most people don't know. The quality of dietary protein becomes even more critical as we age because our digestive systems become less efficient at extracting amino acids from food. This is why plant proteins, which are already less bioavailable, become even less effective for seniors. Eggs, being so easily digestible and bioavailable, bypass this age-related decline in protein absorption. The fat content in egg yolks serves multiple purposes beyond just slowing protein absorption. These fats are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly in pasture-raised eggs, which help reduce inflammation that contributes to muscle breakdown. The cholesterol in egg yolks is actually a precursor to testosterone and other hormones that support muscle growth and maintenance. Vitamin D deficiency is epidemic among seniors, with some studies showing that over 80% of nursing home residents are deficient. Eggs are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, and this vitamin is essential for muscle function. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to muscle weakness, falls, and fractures. Just 5 eggs provide about 20% of your daily vitamin D needs. The B vitamin complex in eggs is particularly important for seniors. Vitamin B12 deficiency becomes increasingly common with age due to decreased stomach acid production and absorption issues. B12 is essential for nerve function and muscle coordination. The folate in eggs works with B12 to prevent homocysteine buildup, which is associated with muscle wasting and cardiovascular disease. Choline, found in high concentrations in egg yolks, is often called the forgotten nutrient. It's essential for nerve-muscle communication. As choline levels decline with age, the signals between your brain and muscles become weaker, contributing to loss of coordination and strength. Most seniors are significantly deficient in choline, and eggs are the richest dietary source. The selenium in eggs acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting muscle cells from damage during exercise and daily activities. Selenium deficiency is common in seniors and is associated with muscle weakness and increased inflammation. 2 eggs provide about 40% of your daily selenium needs. Iron deficiency anemia is common among seniors, leading to fatigue and muscle weakness. The heme iron in eggs is easily absorbed, unlike the non-heme iron in plant foods that requires vitamin C for absorption. This makes eggs particularly valuable for seniors who may have absorption issues or take medications that interfere with iron uptake. The phosphorus in eggs is essential for ATP production, the energy currency of your cells. Muscle contractions require enormous amounts of ATP, and phosphorus deficiency leads to muscle weakness and fatigue. Eggs provide highly bioavailable phosphorus that your muscles can use immediately for energy production. Let's talk about the practical aspects of incorporating eggs into your daily routine. The beauty of eggs lies in their versatility and convenience. You can prepare a week's worth of hard-boiled eggs in advance, making them a grab-and-go protein source. You can add them to salads, eat them as snacks, or incorporate them into any meal. For seniors with reduced appetite, eggs offer maximum nutrition in a small package. 1 large egg contains only 70 calories but provides 6 grams of complete protein plus all those essential nutrients. This nutrient density is crucial for seniors who may be eating less overall but still need optimal nutrition. The texture options for eggs make them suitable for seniors with various eating challenges. Soft scrambled eggs are easy to chew and swallow. Egg salad can be prepared with different consistencies. Eggs can be blended into smoothies for those with swallowing difficulties. This adaptability ensures that virtually any senior can benefit from eggs regardless of their eating limitations. Preparation methods can maximize the nutritional benefits. Cooking eggs gently at lower temperatures preserves more of the heat-sensitive nutrients like folate and some B vitamins. Poaching, soft boiling, or gentle scrambling are preferable to high-heat frying. Adding a small amount of healthy fat like olive oil or butter can enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. The cost-effectiveness of eggs cannot be overstated, especially for seniors on fixed incomes. A dozen eggs costs less than most seniors spend on a single restaurant meal, yet provides enough high-quality protein for several days. This makes optimal nutrition accessible regardless of financial constraints. Storage and food safety are important considerations for seniors. Eggs should be stored in the refrigerator and used within 3 to 5 weeks of purchase. The simple float test can determine freshness. Fresh eggs sink in water while older eggs float. Proper handling and cooking eliminate any safety concerns. The timing of egg consumption can be optimized for maximum benefit. Eating eggs at breakfast kickstarts muscle protein synthesis for the day. Including eggs at lunch maintains elevated amino acid levels in your blood. An egg at dinner provides overnight muscle repair and growth. This distributed approach keeps your muscle-building machinery running 24 hours a day. Exercise amplifies the muscle-building effects of eggs, but even without formal exercise, optimal protein intake from eggs will slow muscle loss and may even reverse it. Simple activities like walking, climbing stairs, or doing household chores become forms of resistance training when your muscles have adequate protein for growth and repair. The psychological impact of feeling stronger and more capable cannot be underestimated. When you can do things you couldn't do before, when you feel more stable and confident in your movements, your entire outlook on life improves. This psychological boost often motivates seniors to become more active, creating a positive cycle of improvement. Sleep quality often improves with optimal protein intake. The amino acids in eggs help produce neurotransmitters that regulate sleep cycles. Better sleep leads to better recovery, which leads to better muscle growth. Many seniors report deeper, more restful sleep when they optimize their protein intake. Wound healing accelerates with adequate protein intake. Seniors often have slower healing times due to reduced protein synthesis. The complete amino acid profile in eggs provides all the building blocks needed for tissue repair, helping cuts, bruises, and surgical incisions heal faster. Cognitive function may also improve with optimal protein intake. The brain requires amino acids to produce neurotransmitters, and protein deficiency can contribute to depression and cognitive decline. The choline in eggs is particularly important for memory and cognitive function. The satiety effect of eggs helps prevent overeating and weight gain. Protein is the most satiating macronutrient, helping you feel full and satisfied for hours after eating. This can help seniors maintain a healthy weight while ensuring adequate nutrition. Bone health benefits from optimal protein intake as well. Contrary to old beliefs that protein leaches calcium from bones, research shows that adequate protein intake supports bone density and reduces fracture risk. The phosphorus, vitamin D, and complete amino acids in eggs all contribute to bone health. Hormonal balance in seniors can be supported by adequate protein intake. Many hormones are protein-based, and protein deficiency can disrupt hormone production. The cholesterol in egg yolks provides the raw material for hormone synthesis, while the amino acids support the production of protein-based hormones. The inflammation-fighting properties of eggs are particularly important for seniors. Chronic low-grade inflammation accelerates aging and contributes to muscle loss. The antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and anti-inflammatory compounds in eggs help combat this inflammation. Blood sugar stability improves with adequate protein intake. Protein helps slow the absorption of carbohydrates, preventing blood sugar spikes and crashes. This is particularly important for seniors who may be at risk for diabetes or already managing the condition. Cardiovascular health benefits from the complete nutrition profile in eggs. The protein supports heart muscle function, the potassium helps regulate blood pressure, and the antioxidants protect against cardiovascular disease. Recent research has shown that egg consumption is associated with reduced risk of heart disease in seniors. The convenience factor becomes increasingly important as we age. Eggs require no special equipment, no complicated preparation, and no extensive cleanup. They can be prepared in minutes and eaten anywhere. This simplicity removes barriers that might prevent seniors from maintaining optimal nutrition. Recovery from illness or surgery is faster with adequate protein intake. The amino acids in eggs provide the building blocks needed to repair damaged tissue and fight infection. Many hospitals now recognize the importance of high-quality protein for patient recovery and healing. Energy levels throughout the day remain more stable with adequate protein intake. Unlike carbohydrates, which can cause energy spikes and crashes, protein provides steady, sustained energy. This helps seniors maintain activity levels and avoid the afternoon fatigue that often leads to decreased movement and further muscle loss. The independence factor is perhaps most important of all. Every day you maintain your muscle mass is another day you can live independently in your own home. Every meal with adequate protein is an investment in your future freedom and autonomy. Every day you wait is another day of muscle loss. Every meal without adequate protein is a missed opportunity to build strength. Every egg you don't eat is a chance for vitality that's gone forever. But every egg you do eat is a step toward a stronger, healthier, more independent future. The science is clear, the benefits are proven, and the solution is sitting in your refrigerator right now. The only question is whether you'll use it.